Hey everybody, welcome back to Game Addicts, where we play games so you don't have to. I'm Carlos Charlie here on the Nearing Nerdvana channel with the Team Nerd Herd. As you can see, Team Nerd Herd right here. And it feels really good to be back. I mean, it's been a while. I've been busy, quite a few Saturdays. But I'd love to actually now have time to play something with you guys, play something for you guys, especially this huge game that came out Friday. Was it the 20th, right? Today's the 20th. Yeah, 20th. Actually, a lot of games have been coming out the past few months that I wish I would have played, but right now I have this chance, so that's what counts. And today we're going to be playing Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5. Maybe down the road it'll be on PC, but I think that's how far that it gets. It's a PlayStation exclusive. So yeah, I can't wait to get this started. But first, before we play or talk about anything, let's give a shout out to our sponsors, right? Let's see. First, give a cool shout out or just say hi to this guy, man, our fellow resident DJ on Instagram, Beats by Munsta. A lot of beats that you hear on this channel are from him. Excellent guy. Hopefully I'll see him during Comic-Con. Hopefully next year I'll see him in some sort of convention. But yeah, give him a shout out, say hi, give him a thumbs up, tell him what's up. And also we need to give a shout out to the TNH Horsemen, Santee Rude, Something Wong, Deanimate, etc., and also Glenn 2K12. Man, hopefully I'll see you here and you guys here on the show. So let's see how we do. And also, please use Nerdvana 14 for 30 days of unlimited cover price for only 99 cents. Really cool app. You want to see what's in, what's not, what's hot or what's not, stuff that you want to get or not. Use this app, and for 99 cents, it's truly worth it. If you're in the game or you want to get in the game, check it out. So remember, use Nerdvana 14, and also use Teenage 10 for 10% off your purchase over at Bird City Comics. So check them out. Awesome website. They have all your needs from comics to pop culture. They have, of course, comics, and also they have some action figures, some cool collectibles. So check them out. Only takes a few seconds. Grab what you like, and yeah, get it. And also, please use Team Nerd Herd to save 10% off your first purchase over at DisplayGeek.com. It has some cool displays for your pop needs, also for your Marvel Legends, any 6-inch figures. Check it out. I mean, they're not only for pops, but they're excellent shelves. I don't think they'll hold the statue here. Maybe his Display Geek will hold the statue here. I'll put that to the test. So let's see how that works. But other than that, remember, please use Team Nerd Herd to save that 10%. All right. And without further ado, let's check out Spider-Man 2. Let me get this thing running. Let's see here. Where are we at? Let me switch this over. Bam. There we go. And of course, I don't know if you played Spider-Man 1 or just Marvel Spider-Man, which came out, I believe, 4 or 5 years ago. But it at the end it introduces, of course, Miles Morales. It should be called, well, I want to say Spider-Man, but I mean, I guess in general, Spider-Man, I guess, But other than that, I know part 1 kind of introduces Miles Morales at the end. Then Miles Morales has his standalone game. And now we're here at Spider-Man 2. So yeah, let's check it out. Now, I played already a little bit of it. I'm only at 6%, not that much. The game came out yesterday, but I might want to start a new game so you guys can check it out. And also, you know what? I forgot to check the comment section. GT Key, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping by once again. And of course, dude, Paulo Cruz. He's actually first, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Truly appreciate it. Hope you like the game. Maybe you haven't replayed it already. I don't know, but so far it's excellent. So let's you know what? Let's start a story anew. I will do amazing. We don't want to get stuck anywhere and waste time on an enemy. So I'll just do amazing right now. And then let's see here. Let's do a new game. Check this out. Super excited, man, because first of all, Spider-Man has, dude, this is like a standalone universe for Sony on the PlayStation, by the way. I'll get on that in a second. I think I have subtitles. Oh yeah, I do. Okay.
Are you good?
So that's Norman Osborn, supposedly.
Promise me something.
Anything.
If this doesn't work, take me out.
It'll work.
I like how the green is reflecting off the light, kind of like Green Goblin. I don't know. It might be foreshadowing. I'm just guessing.
Chance to say goodbye.
But of course, you see back there, that's a symbiote.
I'm not going to lose you.
Yeah, dude's up in there, man. Of course he is.
I will never let you go.
I don't know if this is a dream, because I don't get this part here. Yeah, that's crazy. How's the sound check? Higher? Let me put the sound higher on this, right? Okay. Sorry, I have my sound check analyst over here. Let's see. I think it's on the highest already, actually. Yeah. Output headphones? Yeah. All right, present day. By the way, the graphics on this look awesome on high definition TV, by the way. That's Pete. It's good old Pete. I think they did a good job on the character model for this guy.
Mr. Parker. And we are all very lucky today, because this is physics class, and physics is awesome.
Oh, he sees I forgot the suit. You can see the suit.
I wonder how some insects and birds or reptiles can just run right across the pond. 2 words. Surface tension. Bathroom? Okay. Now, surface tension is all about cohesion.
That must be weird, man. Having two Spider-Men in one room, kind of whenever there's danger, how do you communicate with each other?
Force exerted parallel to the surface of a liquid. F divided by the length L of the line over which the force acts. Can anybody? I need.
That sounds so wrong. He just went to the bathroom and needs help.
Mr. Morales, is it? Are you sure this isn't something you can handle yourself? I'm sure.
By the way, they do know each other. They're just playing it so that, you know, there are secret identities.
4 or 5 or whatever. Miles, I need this job. If the principal comes back and sees I'm gone, I'm gonna get fired. I know, but you gotta see this.
This is pretty cool. Imagine you and your homeboy just flipping through the hallways. I think it's really cool.
Marco, why today?
Good old Sandman.
I'm so getting fired.
See, that's cool, man. It's not every day you see Spider-Man flipping through the air, so I think that's pretty cool. And plus, man, the swinging in this game is incredible, dude. Especially in 4K, it looks amazing.
Finished your essay? Haven't started. Oh, well, let's get to the city and take care of Marco quick then.
You could pretty much just spend hours flipping in the air, and eventually you get like a cool new ability. Man, it's like it doesn't get old, man. So far, it hasn't gotten old for me, so I think it's really cool, especially in 4K running at 60 frames per second. the realism in this game, the physics in this game. Oof.
Jameson had you on the ground for the bugle?
Still can't believe old Triple J is your new boss.
Really loving the new regime.
He'll whip him into shape in no time. So, what's up with Marco? Been years since our last showdown.
According to
Oh, Apollo. Okay, you never finished part 1? Oh man, you need to. It's so epic.
Angry and paranoid, delusional. He just exploded.
Man, hopefully we can calm him down.
I've seen people lose control like this. Be careful.
Good thing there are two Spider-Men now.
Good luck.
Thanks, MJ.
And you could surf. Oh,
Looking up too.
No way. They're
kind of messed up on that.
barely prototypes.
But you brought him, right?
No comment.
All right, here's where you get to the Sandman. It's kind of crazy how they pull like almost like an A-lister right in the beginning of the game. Well, I think Sandman's considered an A-lister. I'm not sure. I think A-listers. I think like Doctor Doom or something like that. You know. All right, here we go. Damn, New York is sandy. New York is dusty. There we go. Oof.
You okay?
Yeah, but I think we found him.
Oh, here he goes. I like how the things he throws are like heat-seeking. They kind of just follow you.
Sandman?
MJ wasn't kidding. We gotta help him before he hurts someone.
Oh, come on.
Maybe he's hungry. Should toss the big guy a snack.
He's winding up, bro.
Oh, then you got to grab these things.
Right back to him.
What's the plan?
Hell no, look at that. That guy's huge. Trying to punch sand. It's like, really? Okay. Like, that works.
Still angry after all these
I can't believe how massive he is. He looks like an ant compared to it. And look how he throws Parker. Remember, he throws Peter Parker like 2 blocks away at least. You see right here, right?
That was your idea?
Never said it was a good one.
Yeah, this is the very beginning, by the way, Eddie. Just the poop hits the fan like right away. Oh, see you, man. I see you. Hyper, what's up, buddy?
Dude, I made sure to play at least like the first 30-40 minutes before coming on, so I don't get spoiled just watching this.
That, you know what? That's why I started, because I'm like, if Piper comes in, I don't want him seeing like 4 hours after. That's why I kind of played the beginning.
Dude, I have my. I'm sure you already got into it, but dude, I'm already pumped. Clearly I've already played this sequence, but honestly, dude, this from the little I've seen so far, this is shaping up to be a pretty damn good sequel.
Dude, it's like you said, you play the beginning, and like what Eddie says, it starts off with the bang, dude. You're already going up against like an A-lister. There's no like, of course, there's like a little tutorial, but man, going up against Sandman, like he's almost the freaking Godzilla.
It's
amazing,
kind of
dude.
similar. It's kind of similar to part 1. If you remember, we faced Kingpin in part 1.
Oh
in the
yeah,
beginning
okay.
sequence.
Kingpin, that is true, and that one was actually kind of fun going
Yeah.
fighting him. And plus, I mean, the enemy variations on how they kind of changed up Sandman. Like, now that he could do this, he can multiply and stuff.
Yeah,
makes him
and
dangerous.
And the thing is, like, we played the first game, so you kind of already are familiar with the mechanics, and they introduce some new stuff. But I do like that it does feel a bit more, not difficult, but it feels like in the first 30 minutes, the villains don't seem like fodder.
Exactly. I mean, it's challenging, but not to the point that it's impossible.
No,
it's
exactly.
good. It's good. Oh, jeez, dude, that guy has bad breath. Look at that. Wow.
Dude, honestly, these set pieces, it reminds me of, like, you play the God of War games, right?
Oh, of
Obviously.
course. Yeah.
Remember,
of course.
like, those giant gods, like, when Kratos would fight? It really throws me back. It's like a throwback to those kind of boss battles, I feel like.
Oh, that's true, man. The boss battles were so epic, and plus they had like a QTE, quick time events.
Yeah, yeah.
This one has it kind of, I think. It's almost like watching a movie, dude. Like the cinematic sequences. I really love it,
Dude.
man.
So I don't know if I'm gonna catch some flack for saying this, but I made it pretty known in other channels how
Mm.
ever since Endgame, I haven't really been excited for a lot of the MCU projects.
Yeah,
Aside from,
yeah.
I will say this, one of the best comic adaptations was the first Spider-Man video game since Endgame. I
Mm.
mean, so
Right.
it's kind of funny how like the irony is I'm looking to video games now to kind of fill my, I guess you could say, comic book storyline needs in media more so than the movies.
Well, the thing is, because in video games, they could definitely, how do you say it, make the story a little more elaborate, a little more bigger. They could go out the material. What I like about this Spider-Man, this universe, is that it's its own multiverse. They're going to it goes into its own direction, but it still stays faithful to the comics in a sort of way. You know, not 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a cool telling of a story in another way.
Right. I mean, if you see it, I'm not going to spoil the first part because I know there's some people that still haven't played part one. There's a lot of story beats that are exclusive to that game, and you don't really see it in the comics.
Exactly. And the way the storytelling that Sony Studio does, it's amazing, dude. It's like the story is, you really want to play because of the gameplay and also story, which is a great combination, dude. So,
Dude, this might be a little thing, but you know how now, have you noticed that like whenever you boot up a first party Sony game, they have like their own little montage in the beginning where they,
yeah.
you know, like that
Yeah.
MCU little thing. Now Sony has their own little. Honestly, that actually gets me hyped because I'm like, oh shoot, okay, we're good, we're in for something pretty good.
Dude, because you're right. That little intro you see at The Last of Us, you see God of War.
Yeah.
Dude, games that are just titans, you know what I'm saying? It's so freaking awesome. But you're right. Once you see that Sony Studio, you're in for a blast. You're in for a treat. So,
But see, this is how video games should be. Like my critique for some games is like you start off very slow and then you kind of almost feel like, okay, now I gotta motivate myself to play. It's like this in the first 20-30 minutes, I'm like, okay, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put my controller down after this because I'm already kind of like getting into the story.
I know.
The gameplay.
Oh, it's awesome, dude. I mean, I remember in part one, also in this one, sometimes I swing and it kind of like relaxes me. You know what I'm saying? Like I just swing through and see like how everything is so lively, how New York is lively.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. Dude.
And the thing is, they have included more boroughs in this game. I know that they've included Brooklyn, and there was another.
Yep.
There's another borough that they've included that wasn't a part of part one. So apparently, people that are from New York will recognize because they did try to. I'm told that they did try to actually be true to the architecture of New York City.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing part one, like somebody was looking out their window, and that window was from a building from the game, and it was like almost exact, dude. So that's nice detail, excellent detail. So dude, I do love that.
And the thing is, it's worth pointing out, like this is also like some of the, I guess, the power of the PS5. A lot of that, you know, the smoke effect and all that. I don't know if you could have done that in PS4.
I don't think so, dude. It's just such high fidelity. What's up, Kenneth? Thank you, man. Thank you for stopping by. And
like look at the lighting, dude. It really it's honestly seeing it on the laptop doesn't do it justice than
yeah,
when you're actually playing it.
Right now, look, I'm playing right now, almost like a cinematic on the screen. Like I said, this kid more than Tom Holland, baby. All right. Oh God, I'm getting hit. There we go. Oh man, I got hit a few times. I forgot to press the L button.
It is a bit tricky with the dodge mechanic.
Yeah, it is because it goes white and then red.
You gotta time it.
It's red. Yeah, you gotta time it right. So, and like I was saying before, man, even like flying through the air and it has that new wingsuit. Man, it's like, dude, that just adds combos in the air when you want to travel. Really,
that's
cool
the thing.
Stuff,
and you know for a fact that they're gonna be introducing some new text throughout the game. So yes. I'm curious to see what other, like, see like this, like those that what is it, square?
Oh, the Venom punch.
Yeah, And then what Spider-Man had is, what is it called? That I forgot what it's called. The one where he his spikes come out.
There-
Shoot, I forgot the name of it.
reminds me of Iron Spider. type of deal.
I think
Yeah,
it actually
right?
was directly from the Iron Spider suit that they used that move.
So that's pretty cool. He has his own little toys and gadgets. I think it's called Spider Claw or something like that, dude. I'm not
So I think it's Spider
Ooh.
Claw. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
To
Ooh.
think, I almost didn't pick up this game because honestly, like I think I told you in private, like with the way these prices are with these new games,
man.
especially these single player games, I was actually gonna wait until this came down in price, but luckily, GameStop had a
is-
trade-in promo.
Oh yeah, you told me. Go ahead. Yeah, talk about it, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so I mean, for the people in the chat, here's a little hack, I guess, quote unquote hack that I kind of did to kind of get this game for $30 cheaper than MSRP. So normally, I don't know how it is in the States. I'm pretty sure it's the same in the States, but in Canada, usually whenever a new game release comes out, GameStop usually does like a promo for where they'll give you extra trade-in value for upcoming release. So in this case,
Yes.
Spider-Man 2, and I think the other one was Mario. What is it called?
Wonder.
World.
Wonder. Yeah, Mario Wonder.
Yeah, so those two games, GameStop was offering an extra 60% off trade-in value for games that you brought in. Here's the thing, though. If you look at the trade-in value of games, Nintendo Switch games, first-party Nintendo Switch games, notoriously have great trade-in value, no matter how old they are. Breath of the Wild is still a $30 trade-in value.
That's pretty good, actually. That's still good, even though it's
Canadian,
an
by the
awesome
way.
game. Oh, Canadian. Okay,
Canadian.
yeah, that's
So-
different then. Okay.
So basically what happened was there was a guy on Facebook Marketplace that was selling Hyrule Warriors for $30. Hyrule Warriors right now on GameStop was 33. When you add in that 60% off, it comes out to about $60 actually.
Oh, okay.
So I essentially doubled what I actually got in trade-in value than what I actually paid. So that's one way on that. I used to do that back like in my 20s when I had more time. I'd basically buy games on the cheap, trade them up, and then get games cheaper that way.
That's the way to do it, man. I mean, that's good to at least you recycle your games in a way and get the latest and greatest.
Yeah.
So it's another great way of doing it. GameStop does it, and sometimes the resale value is not that good, but if it's kind of a new game, they do kind of hook you up a bit. But
Yeah, in and of itself, the resale value may not be great, but when they add those extra promos where they'll give you like an extra 60% bump for these kind of situations, it does make it sometimes it incentivizes you to kind of trade in those games.
exactly, especially a game like this, dude. I mean, I enjoyed part one. I enjoyed Miles Morales, so it's a no-brainer for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's honestly, it's the thing is, I guess my aversion to buying full price for single player is like I always think, okay, well after the campaign, what else is there left for me to do? That's why, But I did hear this. This apparently has. I think you clock in about what 25 hours, I think.
25. If you want to platinum it, maybe 35 to 40, which I want to plan on doing. 'Cause I platinum part one. I platinum part
Same
one.
here. Same here.
Oh, nice. There you go, brother. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because you want to get the full length of the game, everything that it has, platinum it, dude.
And the thing is, it's one of those games where it doesn't actually feel like a chore when you're platinuming. Because I actually did like traversing the cities and all that, so it actually was kind of fun.
It was, and plus you get like a little bit of the backstory, which you don't see when you play the main game.
Mhm.
So it's pretty cool. You get all the tidbits and stuff. And like this, dude, this is like movie quality. I mean, I don't know how I don't know how like the storyboards looked like when they did all this. I thought it was amazing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, like the smoke effect, the lighting, and all that, like it really showcases the next gen power.
Exactly, dude.
See, like all that smoke and all that, like that like you wouldn't be able to get that in the past gen. I don't think so.
It would struggle. It would probably look bad. The details, it would really struggle if it tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I'm actually glad that they didn't do the situation where this was ported to PS4 and PS5, because then they would have scaled down the graphics to kind of like accommodate for both consoles, right?
Big time. Yeah, big time. Here's the wingsuit part.
Yes.
Dude, this wingsuit, man, you don't even need to fast travel. You go so fast through the city. It's really cool.
To be honest, I don't think I'll ever want it fast travel.
Me neither. I was just thinking that, dude. Me neither.
It's the same thing with like Zelda games. Like I know Zelda, you have the fast travel feature. I generally like to trek because I feel like you miss out on stuff if you just fast travel.
Oh, you do, man. You miss out on little events or even items or caves, whatever
Mhm.
the game has. You know what I'm saying? Oops, I hit the lightning. Shouldn't hit the lightning. Dude, New York gets so damaged off this guy.
This is
I think, I mean, if this happens in New York, I'd probably move out. Even though I bet New York is an awesome place to live, but having like stuff like this happen, you're like, I'll go
is
to Ohio or somewhere where it's quiet,
dude.
dude,
Aren't
Nebraska.
you literally in Tornado Alley when you're in Ohio?
I know, probably right. Wouldn't make no difference of the enemy's mother nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I mean, you just know how durable this Spider-Man, right? Even in the comics, he gets his butt beat, dude, like so many times. But like the guy's really durable.
And it's worth pointing out the haptic feedback on the controller he also does
Oh,
a pretty good job.
it's beautiful. It brings the immersion, you know. It brings it up a bit. So yeah, I do believe that.
Class is back in session.
And plus the enemy types, once you go in the game, man, you'll see, dude. It's so
Yeah, man. Ooh, like I said, we're barely an hour in.
I know. And it's already like, the destruction of New York. And this is like a normal day for Spider-Man, isn't it? He's like, just another day in the office type of deal,
I'll shoot it right at him.
Yeah, that's the move I was talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, I love it. Also, Spider Barrage.
Barrage. Okay.
And I love these one-hit kills, dude. That boom.
Yeah, it reminds me of. Have you ever played like those challenge rooms in the Arkham games when you're Robin and
Oh
Batman and
yeah.
then you're doing like those double teams?
I love it. Yeah, you're right. Actually, I think they took that from Batman Arkham.
Yeah,
Arkham Asylum.
if we're being real, Arkham innovated a lot of the combat that you see in games like this.
Yes,
So,
sir, they did. And dude, and that was a game changer when Arkham first came out.
mhm.
That combo system, I felt exactly like Batman,
With
like
the
how
whole
Batman would fight.
like the dodge mechanic where you basically you can kind of seamlessly dodge between attacks and do those combo strings. The combo strings in this is pretty good also.
Exactly, dude. I would do that challenge room for like hours because it just feels so natural and so awesome.
I always try to get those like you have different medals for different score numbers
Oh yeah,
yeah, that was always one of those ghosts like those white whales that I try to attain in certain rooms because it becomes
Ooh.
tough. I think similar to this one, I guess it's like Taskmaster's challenges, right? It's like the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Taskmaster challenges. Yeah.
I'm curious if they brought that back, or I mean, like I said, I'm going in not knowing much about this, so like I'm not really spoiling anything because I'm just speculating at this point. I have no knowledge of what's to come. I'm just curious if they brought back those challenges, or if it's
I bet
another villain.
I bet they did. I mean, or yeah, you're right. Instead of Taskmaster is somebody else. Because I
Mhm.
mean, I think Spider-Man has one of the best rogues gallery. I mean, they could pull anybody out. Dude,
Yeah,
so.
I think I made a point. It's either him. It's between him or Batman that seem to have like
Their
the
rogues
best room.
gallery,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, by far. Damn, they did like a lightning satellite blast.
The contrast. Look at the contrast. It's all
Yeah,
dust, that, and then you just see like
yeah.
that lightning.
And this game runs beautifully in 60 frames per second, man. Even
I was gonna
the
ask,
variable refresh rate,
are you going fidelity or performance?
fidelity, because this game looks beautiful when you go through the city, dude. And plus, it depends on your TV. If you have a variable refresh rate, it kind of compensates for the 30 frames per second. So if you have that, it kind of works. But if
Okay.
you don't, then yeah, do the performance then. Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing fidelity. I mean, I don't have the variable refresh rate, but it's still honestly like I think the
Mhm.
fact that it goes without a hiccup, you don't really mind the 30 frames in this case.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, because you got to go with the ray tracing, man. At night, and you see like the reflects the water, reflects and effects plus the lighting. It just looks beautiful, dude. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah,
You're the ones. We're gonna need help
he
And
looks a
here
lot.
when we
he looks like a punk.
He looks a lot different than Thomas Hayden Church's version of.
Oh right. Yeah, I know he doesn't he. But I like how they have their own versions, in this universe. So that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
And they're taking it to the raft right away. I like how
Famous rap.
the raft is like right by the city. It's kind of like how do you say it? Like in San Francisco,
Mm.
the Rock.
Dude, this was like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I already went through this cutscene. This is actually pretty
Yeah.
intense.
This is really cool. Check it out.
This is a nice way to set the mood.
Yes. I thought this was him.
That's what I thought too, because
Yeah.
I thought it was
It
like,
looks like him.
his origin. Yeah.
You grew slow in your old age, Sergey.
Then it says Sergey. I'm like, oh. And he like he'd be that easy to kill.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Really?
See, this is the Kraven I'm hoping that we're gonna see the movie. Like, I'm kind of like, I don't know if you
I know.
Did you see the trailer? Like, we
Yeah.
have, like the Calvin
the guy-
Klein model Kraven.
The
in
guy
that one?
from Badass. Yeah, the
Yeah.
kid from Badass. It's Quicksilver.
Yeah. We need someone with this kind of ruggedness.
This dude. Yeah, you're right. This ruggedness. I do believe that because Kraven, he's a badass.
He's not a quick
badass
boy.
hunter. No, not at all, dude.
Asked for an equal.
And I like how he's trying to find that perfect hunt. You know.
Sir, perhaps a new hunting ground.
I like how they tie him into the story too. Like they're choosing superheroes as game,
Yeah,
hunting
yeah.
game.
It's a good way to also, I guess, weave in other villains into the story.
Exactly.
It's kind of cool. Like, you see if you catch it, you saw Taskmaster in that frame.
Yeah. And you see Wraith, and you see Tombstone, you see all those other people come out.
Nice little nods.
Very cool. But of course, I mean, Kraven, that arc. I mean, that's one of the most like popular arcs, isn't it?
You're talking about Kraven's Last Hunt?
Yeah.
It's kind of. I didn't even realize we didn't even get to the title screen until now. But
until now, like an hour later. I know, right?
What a way to set it up.
Yeah, exactly. What was that? The most iconic cover is when he's coming out of the Tombstone, Spider-Man. Like supposedly he's dead.
Oh yeah.
Remember that one? Like he's coming out of the dirt and stuff.
When he's in his black suit, right? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and this is cool. How like New York, the aftermath, it's all dusty and.
Mm-hmm.
And also depending on the events that happen in the city, the people are affected by it. Even when all the sand's gone, like if there's robberies and stuff, people start running, and it's just the city feels lively. You know what I'm saying? It
That's the
reacts
thing.
to whatever's around you. Yeah.
I'm hoping like we do get a bit more, like you said, external environments in the city.
Yes.
You're gonna be safe.
Let's see, that's cool. And also later on, there's a lot of costume unlocks, even like classic costumes. And you played part 1, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Dude, those awesome costumes, man. Oof.
And if you pre-ordered it, you got like the what do you call it? 3 early unlocks for both Miles and Peter.
Yes, sir. Well, for the launch edition, right?
Yeah, it's funny. I got the game today, but I guess my GameStop still had those copies, so I still got the launch edition, even though
Oh, that's cool.
I got it the day later.
That's cool. That means I had extra copies. That's good though.
Yeah.
Headed there now.
So you got to like right on time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, you played part 1, so you kind of know what you're getting into when you try to platinum it, or getting the costumes and just getting everything. And they're going to come out with DLC. I mean,
I think they've already announced it. They've
Okay.
already announced it. Yeah, there's a deluxe edition, but the deluxe edition you can only order digitally. I don't think like that's why there's no deluxe physical edition of this game. You have to
Right.
basically get I guess the deluxe pass on the PS Plus.
I think it's $10, right? Is it $10 more?
I'm not sure because I know that it's supposed to contain extra costumes and I think storyline expansions.
Okay.
On it, Chief.
Because I think in the PS1 version they had those Black Cat storylines, right? That was DLCs.
Oh, Black Cat, Silver Sable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and something about the city never sleeps, or city something. I remember.
Yeah, it was 3 different segments of DLC, if I remember. I actually haven't played the DLCs. I've only played the base.
I love this detail. If you fly across the water,
Mhm.
the screen gets wet. Have you noticed that?
I didn't notice that. So the thing is, this is kind of where I
See?
basically stopped.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, if you fly across the water, like the screen gets wet, like little details like that,
that's
like,
pretty cool.
yeah. So I live for that. All right, now where are we gonna go here, dude? All the buildings are destroyed. Look at that, man.
Still got work to do.
Oh, where am I going? Let me go over here. Yeah, you got to turn on the radio beacon in order to get like
The
if
signal,
people need
right?
help. Yeah, people need help. You know, they send you messages, or you have an app, that Spider-Man
Yeah.
app. Yeah,
What is all this stuff?
You have Genki.
yeah, dude, good old Genki from Miles Morales. That's Miles Morales' homeboy, right?
Yep.
Gave us permission?
Yes. I checked with the head guy. Super nice. Seemed excited about helping out Spider-Man.
Genki. I have a friend that looks just like him, dude. It looks just like him.
I think we all do have a friend like that.
Right. He has that face, dude. Yeah, for sure.
Got him.
Yeah, this is the from here on out. It ain't much of a spoiler. It should be good from here on out.
We don't spy on people, Genki.
Oh, no. It's all opt-in. Just New Yorkers sending messages to the
Spider-Man is all goody two shoe. We don't spy on people. We don't do that here.
FRND. Did you just make a friend?
All right, this is like a little mini game to get like a good signal. You need to trace this thing.
Hmm.
Let's see.
There's a lot of puzzle elements in the first one that I do remember.
Right.
It's a bit of a like diversion from the typical action that you would,
So you kind of break away from the monotony of it. You know, if just too much fighting or too much that. You see now you got to fly this thing. Oh.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember these.
There we go, buddy. There we go. Go get it. Yeah.
Nice.
I kind of missed a few rings, so I think I missed 2. There we go. Now it's time to get some side quests. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, dude, you can't have thugs, dude. I mean, you can't play Spider-Man without thugs. Armed thugs.
It's essential. I mean, what's the point of playing this if the whole city's peaceful?
I know, right? I'll just be swinging and doing nothing, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, very true.
At that point, you're just gonna be hitting civilians like you're in GTA.
I know, right? Stealing cars.
Yeah.
All right, here's a skill tree. I won't go much into the skill tree because, well, all I could say is that there's a skill tree for both Miles and Peter, and then there's also one for each one. So there's three skill trees for Peter, Miles, and then for the both of them. I think it's like teamwork or something.
Okay, that's pretty cool that they actually added a third one. Because I would have figured that they would have had 2 skill trees for that would have. But the fact that they added a third one, that's pretty cool.
Exactly. Yeah. You could definitely grind for those abilities and stuff. And I think to get the platinum, you need to get all abilities anyway. So.
And the thing is, though, the platinum is not. If I remember, it wasn't that difficult to attain.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that difficult, dude. Not compared to other games I played.
Yeah.
Actually, I only got like 2 platinums actually, but that one
it wasn't easy. But you
it
still had to work for it. But it wasn't like impossible.
I wish all platinums were like that because some platinums are like nearly impossible.
Impossible,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't, dude. I can't spend that much time on it. You know what I'm saying? Oof, good old. What was that? Dragon Punch.
Yeah, that's it.
Shoryuken, the Shoryuken of Marvel, dude. Oh. I love it.
And then we have some Marvel vs. Capcom air combos.
Exactly right. So true. I mean, Spider-Man doesn't kill, but he must leave someone paraplegic, dude, or something. Some of these hits.
Just like Batman, right?
Yeah. I mean, he believes in justice and also crippling you to death. You know, it's like, whoa, take care, buddy. Take that. Oh, he shot his homie. Did you see that?
But apparently the gun wasn't fatal because the guy still took those bullets and still kept chugging them.
Like a soldier. They're probably rubber bullets or something, right? Because he's like, oh, I got shot in the back. That was pretty funny.
They're like stormtroopers, probably, like, you know.
Stormtroopers, I know, right? Oh, and then you could do tech. This was in part 1. This is not a surprise.
No.
Tech, yeah.
I mean, I even recognize the icons.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Let's see, navigate. The thing is, in part 1, I always forgot that I had these, you know?
I mean, the thing is, I think like with most games that have like these kind of skill trees, you tend to gravitate towards certain gadgets that you want to use. You're not going to end up using everything.
No, you won't, dude. I mean, I use my abilities more than gadgets. I always forget I had them, dude.
But it does kind of incentivize you to kind of do different gameplay styles when you have like different varieties, right?
Yeah, no, it's true. You could kind of keep things fresh, you know, using physical and then abilities and then tech, whatever you want. You know what I'm
that you
saying?
haven't used in your first playthrough and all. Because
Oh, true that.
I'm pretty sure like the first one there was a game plus mode, right?
Yes, there was. Oh, yeah, good point. Because if you wanted a new game plus, you might want to rely on tech more than just your fists.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
very
Like,
true.
do you know if this has a game plus mode?
They're going to add it.
They're gonna
They're
add it.
talking
Okay.
about it. Yeah.
Rhetorical question.
That one time we were playing a board
Oof.
at their place and you
Take that. Take that.
I wasn't angry at you. I was angry at the
The thing is, man, I just can't. I mean, I'm the type of guy who likes to. I love doing side quests. I don't want to, just bust through the main mission. And I'm just so curious on how they're gonna, take all this Venom, Kraven, all the enemies into one storyline. I'm just, dude, I just can't wait to.
Like I'm not spoiling anything because this was already in the trailer, but
Yeah.
I am definitely looking forward to what happens when Venom appears.
Exactly. Like, is he going to be like a nemesis? Is he going to be like popping out of the city once in a while? Like kicking you out the sky?
It's definitely going to be a departure from the Tom Hardy. I think we're actually going to get the actual Venom that people were actually hoping to get in the actual
Yes,
Sony
sir.
movie.
Yes, sir. And also the voice actor is the guy from Candyman. What's his name? He has that deep voice, dude. That I think is perfect, dude.
I mean, it's kind of fitting that you have a guy in a horror franchise doing the voice.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
That's kind of what you want, right?
Yeah, that was a good choice. Really good choice. And plus, you can switch between heroes. That reminds me of GTA 5. You know, how
I
you
was just
switch
gonna say
between-
that. Yeah,
right. That's so cool.
Between like Franklin and Michael, and
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. And Trevor.
yeah. I if I'm being honest, between the three, I'm more partial towards Trevor.
I know, right? Do you remember when you fast travel to him? He's like in his underwear, or he's like killing somebody, or he's running away from the cops. You know,
He's always doing some degenerative stuff when you kind of pan back to him in the map.
I know. It's always a surprise, dude.
Like with Michael, it's either he's getting kicked out of his house or something, or
or fighting with the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, or with the kids.
Yeah.
He always had family problems, dude. It's freaking hilarious.
It was a trip when I saw the actual voice actor of Trevor in the actual Walking Dead. It's like, oh shoot,
yeah,
he actually looks like him. That's his
Yeah,
likeness.
Even Michael, all the voice actors look alike. Actually, it's
Okay, I
kinda
didn't know that.
Yeah, even Franklin, dude, they all look alike. They can make a movie with those voice actors.
GTA, dude, you know it's gonna come at some point, a GTA movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They just have to, dude.
It's inevitable. I think it's gonna happen at some
It's
point.
gonna make $1 billion just like the game, dude.
Yeah. Which literally it's just gonna be a carbon copy of Fast and the Furious.
Probably, right? Yeah. Yeah. Or Bad Boys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna make another. There's another mini airplane game.
Now what? You're gonna 3D print a friend.
3D print a friend. I need friends.
Get it now. FRND. Let me guess. Friendly relay network drone.
Yep, I like how they're all techie and dorky, dude. All of them. I think Peter Parker, he's more of a what do I want to say, like physics, chemistry type of scientist geek. This guy's more techie. He's more tech.
I forgot the age gap between the two, like until I realized, oh wait, he's actually a professor in this game.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's a few years older than him.
Yeah.
And I like the fact how they're bringing a more mature Peter Parker, because in the comics, I mean, he becomes an adult, obviously, eventually. You know what I'm saying?
He was a klutz.
Yeah, he was a klutz. He was.
Because the thing is, you kind of need someone to be almost like the anchor. You can't have Miles and Peter being like kind of having the head in the width. You need someone to be the anchor between the two.
Yeah, kind of a teacher, which part
Yeah,
which
exactly.
Peter was Spider-Man, years before of what happened. So yeah, I definitely agree.
I see it.
And these are like the little mini quests, like the break-ins, like in part 1. Remember, like there's a bank robbery, there's a car chase, and there's always something going on in New York. Just like in real life, I bet. So.
And it does actually add, and it's not like it doesn't feel like lifeless NPCs either. They actually have some stories, some interesting stories to them, like some of these side characters.
Yeah, very true, man. Very true. Whoa, almost hit that building.
Like, do you remember that side quest when there was like that villain who she's in, I forgot her name. She's in rollerblades and she's like a social media
Oh
darling.
yeah, yeah. And she tries to make drama so she could record what's going
And
on or something
she's
like that.
literally committing. She's trying to commit murder to get clicks.
Yeah, she's trying to. Yeah, you're right. To get likes, to get subscribers.
There's a locksmith.
That was I like that. That was a very interesting side quest.
All of you guys are for one armor
I hope there's like complex side quests like that in this game.
I would think so. Like I said, did they know what worked in the first game? And oh, hold on, I'll be right back, dude. Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Oh, that I know. Oh, dodge.
Mijo, are you okay?
I like Miles Morales' mom. She's Colombian. Oh, she's Puerto Rican. Habla español y todo.
No,
¿Qué dijimos? Spider-Man isn't going to get you into
¿Qué
trouble.
dijimos?
I'll make it, Ma. Promise. Gotta run.
Oof. Shake that.
Big guns?
Oof. Right in the head. A fire hydrant to the head. He should be like on the ground, I would think. If I took a fire hydrant to the head, I don't think I would get back up ever in my life. Uh-oh, here come the big guns. Oh, here comes Tupac. He's alive. Oh, yeah. Now, here's the parry mode. This is new to the game. That's cool. So now you could dodge and parry, which I appreciate. Oh. Ah, the timing is a little off. Oh. Let me take care of this guy first. Oof. There we go, baby. That's how we do it here.
Shoot the spider! That's bad advice. Y'all aren't very good at this. I know a great guidance counselor if you need career advice.
Oh, hit that dude in midair with the newspaper stand. Oh yeah, that was actually a pretty good combat.
The app's finally updated.
You know what? I'm actually going to record that. I like that. I like that segment.
Check it out.
I'm giving myself a pat in the back for that one. Let's see here. I make a phone call on my spider phone.
Request just came in.
Oh, trapped in the high rise. All right, I got you.
Nice work on the app.
I'm Spider-Man.
This will help a lot of people. Thanks. Miles, let's hit these last requests and get back to school.
Damn, that sucks. They got to actually save the city, and he has to go back to school after saving the city. He should get a free pass from school. I mean, like, seriously. Oh, let's jump in here.
Yeah, that was actually my Uber Eats. He came earlier than I expected.
Oh, cool. At least you're getting food, man. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Uber Eats. What'd you end up getting?
Some peri peri chicken
Ooh, that sounds good, actually. I need to eat. I need to eat myself.
a la Portuguese.
Oh, let me see here. Ah, these things. These are like the new things, new events in the city.
Okay.
You'll see.
The sand people again.
Yeah. When you fight the sand people, you get a acquire a memory from Marcos's head or something. So you find out why he went crazy in the first place.
It's kind of nice that they use these kind of gameplays to kind of flesh out backstories.
Right? Yeah, very true. Because you gotta kind of work for it, you know.
Checking in.
I think I'm finding Sandman again.
But it kind of, like I said, it kind of gives you more of an incentive to kind of push through on the gameplay.
Yep.
So it doesn't feel like a chore. Like that's the thing. That's a knock on sometimes some of these games where it just feels like, okay, I gotta go to point A to point B just to get to, you know.
I know, fetch quests and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a hard punch.
Now you pissed me off.
Well, if you think about it, man, getting hit by a bag of sand, I figured that would hurt, right? That's almost like getting hit by a rock, isn't it?
Have you carried like a bag of sand like from Costco or something?
I can't even carry it in the first place, dude. A sack of sand.
Well, I'm
no,
comparing it to like a sack of like salt. Well, because like, here like we have snow, right? So we need salt to like.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here
So
we
I'm
don't.
kind of
of course we
comparing it to that equivalency.
don't. That's so true.
Being a sand person sounds
Oh.
complicated.
Then you start getting outnumbered, dude. You got to do like choose the right options to how to do combat.
Yeah, it's that's the thing. That's why like once they do introduce that game plus mode and you have all your arsenals at once, you can kind of experiment different ways of playing the same sequence.
Right. Is that it?
Marco,
Oh yeah. Okay, we're good to go. Cool. So you just break this, and then you get a small piece of his memory, because his mind is fractured, literally.
talking crystal. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Seems like it holds a part of Marco's memory.
So that adds a little more, gameplay. So you get, a little more hours of gameplay.
Yeah, no, for sure.
MJ said that there were more crystals scattered around the city. Keep an eye out.
And I know they're going to come out with part 3. This is like a trilogy type of
Oh yeah,
story.
yeah, for sure. And the thing is,
Yeah.
it's almost like the first game had more to do with like Norman Osborn
Mhm.
and Mr. Negative and all that, and then
Yep.
now, from the trailer, it's Kraven and Venom. So there's definitely a lot more rogues, villains that they can explore in sequels.
Exactly.
I haven't played this all the way through, so obviously I don't know what other villains or surprises are in store, but I'm sure that they have other ideas planned for like sequels.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. Because when there's Venom, there's Carnage, right? I mean, come on.
Dude, that's gonna be that's the
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean?
that
Yeah.
like I said, the possibilities are kind of endless in terms of where they can take this.
Oh, and dude, this Wolverine is coming out, and that's by the same people, Insomniac.
Insomniac, right?
Yeah, dude. So imagine how awesome Wolverine's gonna.
When's that coming out?
I think next year. I think that we're gonna see something next year. So I'm not
Okay.
really sure when.
Okay, yeah,
But, I'm getting that. I'm guaranteed.
that's gonna be interesting because he's very much a street level character. Because like here, like Spider-Man has a lot more aerial tactics and all. I'm gonna be curious to see how Wolverine plays because he's very much a ground level character, right?
He is, because he's not too aerial unless he gets thrown. But
But
he's aerial.
but he's more of a brute. So I'm expecting a lot more of a savage kind of melee.
Yeah, I wonder if the melee is going to be PG-13 or
That's the
Or,
thing, because I know that like have you played remember that they had that Wolverine game based on the movie?
Wolverine Origins.
Yeah,
Dude, that was
Well-
so epic. I love that. Played on the 360. Man, that's how Wolverine should have been.
that was an M-rated game if I recall, right?
Dude, you would dismember people. You
Yeah,
would
exactly.
take out their chest. And also, when you get hurt, your flesh would be like falling off, and then it'd be able to regenerate real time.
Yeah,
Man, it was ahead of its time, dude.
it's like
and it was Hugh Jackman, too. I mean, it's like the perfect.
yes, it's like there's certain characters that you need almost like an M-rated game, like a Punisher, like the Punisher
Mhm.
game.
Yeah. The Punisher came out on it didn't come out on 360, it came on the original Xbox, but that game was fun too. And
Mhm.
it was violent, dude. The
I
only
played
way
a demo of that one,
Oh, did you? Oh, dude.
like
it
where
was,
you put one of the guys' heads in like a pool of piranhas.
yeah. Or like in the buzzsaw.
Yeah,
And the thing is, that's how you get your life back. That's how you refill your life, by punishing criminals.
other people's.
Yeah, dude, that goes dark. Good game though. Good game.
This is kind of full circle. Like you're swinging J.K. Simmons, and then a few weeks ago, Omni-Man is voiced by J.K.
Yeah.
Simmons. Actually,
Yeah,
no,
you're
J.K.
right.
Simmons is not voicing this guy, but this is kind of funny. Jonah Jameson's here.
It's his
J.K.
likeness,
Simmons.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's his likeness, yeah, for sure. But that's
Okay,
funny
so
though,
he's-
Omni Man, dude. I saw that. That's awesome video that you put up, dude. By the way, yeah, check out Hyper Combos, dude. His your snippets too of Mortal Kombat and also Street Fighter. Man, that's some amazing stuff, dude.
I'm actually and I was telling that's why I made this post on my IG. Now I have some additional content on my YouTube
yeah.
channel with this gameplay.
Dude, you could. There's so many Easter eggs here. Put it on your channel, man.
For sure.
Everybody loves it. Yeah, everybody loves it.
I'm kind of I'm toying with the idea of possibly doing an actual, I guess, run through of the game because not everyone's a gamer, right? So and some people might just be more in it for the story because like you know how like YouTube they just do like cutscenes so people can just watch it through because they don't want to be bothered playing the game.
Yeah. They just want to get to the nitty gritty. Just check out, what the game has without playing it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Because the story is, I mean, there is a good story to be had, and it's pretty cohesive. You don't actually, if you actually combine the cutscenes and all that, you can actually make sense of what the story is.
It's like a movie, like watching like a digital movie. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Definitely agree with that. And what I like about how Sony touches on the story, I mean, Spider-Man was one of my favorite superheroes ever since I was a kid. I mean, I made videos about it and I've talked about it.
Yeah.
And what I love this guy so much is that like he's a superhero, but man, he has as much humanity as he is a superhero. He never uses his powers for bad. He never does it to take money. He tries to get jobs. He gets fired all the time because he tries to be a superhero, and he still has that upbeat to him. You know, like that's life. But I always love that, dude. Like I remember there's one story where like where I think he's fighting the Sinister Six or whatever, but meantime he's trying to get medication for Aunt May, and he's trying to do normal human things, meanwhile trying to do superhero things all at the same time, you know, and he doesn't change because of it, and that's like the core of Spider-Man for me, you know. It's awesome, dude. Like
it's kind of funny. Like I know Paula mentioned he looks better. I kind of feel like they almost used Tom Holland's likeness slightly in this version.
Kinda, huh? Maybe his size too, in a way.
Yeah. Like, look, doesn't it kind of look like Holland to you in this sense?
Oh yeah, you could definitely. I bet there's modders out there that are doing that, putting like kind of change a little bit to look like Tom Holland.
I will say this though, I was not a fan of them redoing the face in the first one. You know how?
Oh yeah, they changed it. You're right.
I actually preferred the original face scan. I don't know why they had to rechange. Like
maybe he looked older because that's the only difference I see. He looked a little bit older, but it wouldn't have made a difference to be honest. But that's the only difference I've seen. I've never really seen like why they did it. Maybe they wanted to look a little more likeness of Tom Holland, maybe just to kind of because he's like a star. Well, back then he was like a huge star. So that's my guess. I don't know. But I got used to this guy's face. He has a more of a very innocent baby face. This one right here, you know.
Sorry about the job. You weren't the worst teacher we've ever had.
Oh, and by the way, yeah, he just got fired because he abandoned his students.
Yeah. From the first act, yeah.
Yeah.
Not much money, but it's money.
That's Robbie Robertson's paper. We used to work together at the Bugle. I think I know just what he'd like.
Oh, it's cool because some of the side stories you take pictures. You can actually be a photographer in the game, just as Peter Parker was.
Yeah, just like in the first one, right? Like it was the same sense. Yeah.
Yeah, he just to make some extra money, he would take photos and he would sell the photos. You know, even in the movie too, comics, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
So. And you can see here, just like the city's just bustling. I love it. The fact that when you swing close to the cars, they honk at you.
It like these little subtle touches adds to the what do you call it, it makes the city a lot more lively. It doesn't feel like it doesn't just feel like just a giant sandbox and then you're the only thing there.
Exactly.
It's like breathing, living.
I love how they're using a Captain America.
I was gonna say that
Easter eggs.
These little nods and Easter eggs that they kind of throw in.
It's really cool. And so you gotta take pictures of things of the city, things of New York. So let's see, take a photo. Gotta hold the name. Bam. That's pretty cool.
Robbie, hi.
I mean, it makes sense it would be Captain America's shield because he's also a New York native.
Yeah, he is. Bronx, right? Brooklyn or Bronx?
Brooklyn?
I think it's almost the same, right?
Spider-Man is Queens, and I believe
Queens.
Captain America is Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember it. Even in the movie, they're like, "Oh, Like, yeah,
That's where I.
They give it the nod.
That's the callback that I was thinking of. Yeah.
that's pretty cool. You're right, though. That is pretty cool. All right, then we'll open the map, and you can see, there's different activities. And the intro just opened just this little segment part of New York,
And there's a lot, and you can tell all that grayed out area. There's a lot that needs to be unlocked, which is nice.
There's different neighborhoods. Like, for example, this is a Williamsburg and Little Odessa, and you can see, and each one of them has their little locked things that you could do.
Yeah.
And supposedly, if you unlock everything and do everything in that part, you could fast travel there anytime you want. But then again, I mean, why would you fast travel?
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's nice that it is, but it's still nice that to have that feature for people that don't want to go through the whole traversing. So it's kind of nice that you have that option, at least if you want to take advantage of it.
Exactly. And so you see the city here, and you see that here it doesn't light up. So I'm guessing this is DLC, maybe even further up, maybe. So
yeah,
hopefully. So
You're
I was
right,
looking at that. I haven't traveled to there yet, but I bet that's DLC, which I'm cool for. Whatever Spider-Man, I'm down for it. Even here, this doesn't even light up. So
unless maybe it could be DLC, or maybe it's going to show itself maybe
later in the game.
Yeah.
True. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, we're already past the hour. So I mean, this game, there's a lot to offer. I heard that this game is I think part 1 was like 15 to 20 hours. This is more like 25 to 30, which the length in part 1 was fine. I mean, it was doable. It was awesome. The story was incredible.
Yeah.
I can't wait what this story unfolds. But so far, I mean, I was playing it last night, and like you said, dude, it was kind of hard to put down. I was just flying through the city, looking at Easter eggs, seeing what people say, trying to find those little tidbits, because the city is breathing, it's moving, so it's really cool, dude. So as you can see,
and I'm going to be taking my time. I'm not in a rush to actually finish this. That's kind of how I approach the first, which is why it took me a bit longer than the average person to finish it, because I actually took my time. And the thing is, I did stuff that wasn't even part of getting the platinum. Like I actually got all medals for the Taskmaster challenges, and you didn't need all the medals to get platinum.
I know that would have been a little more difficult, dude. That would took me a little more time, but you're right. And plus, you don't got to do the speed challenges. You don't got to get like.
You don't have to. I don't know if I actually did all of them, but I'm pretty sure, because just the whole challenge of trying to get it just made me want to go after it.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, for me, my last comments is that this game so far is incredible. There's a lot to do so far, and. Like I said, there's always something going on. The story right now, I'm like, okay, I need to see how these enemies, how they're going to compact all of this story into one mainline story. How do they interact with each other? What happens at the end? And is there going to be a part 3? So I can't wait to see what's going on. And like you said, I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to do all the main quests, side quests, main story, whatever's available, main story. I always do that. I always want to flesh out everything, get my money's worth too.
No, for sure.
Games are not cheap. So I'm going to definitely do that. And like I said, this game it's incredible. As you can see, it's like watching a movie almost. So, what do you think?
Like, to add to your point, I will say this: we saw this happen with Arkham City when Arkham Asylum came out. It was a brush of feather for video games based on comics. Arkham City basically built on Arkham Asylum, and I think it's still the best game in that franchise. The second one.
Yes,
I'm thinking this is going to do the same thing for the first one. The first one was a great game. It was a game of the year contender.
Yes.
This one, I'm hoping that they just build on it, and it looks like they will be. So this definitely has. It's too early to tell, but I mean, this seems like it has game of the year potential.
It does, and like I was saying before, I love what Insomniac and Sony. I love their storytelling in this universe of Spider-Man, because remember, they're telling a different story, but they are touching a lot off the comics. All right. I mean, I know there'll probably be purists out there like, no, that's not in the comics, or how can that even happen? It's like, dude, it's not. This is a different multiverse type of deal. This is their story, and the way they're treating it is actually very cool, dude. This is like canon in their own way. So I mean, I love it. It's just really cool.
And that's the thing. I think people have to also treat this, like you said, as its own separate universe. So like, don't be too much of a stickler in terms of like, this is not like you have to treat it like its own, like the Sony verse, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Perfect. Sonyverse, dude. That is a perfect way of saying it. The Sonyverse. I see people on Twitter trying to be too purist about it. I'm like, dude, If you stick to your comics, that's fine. This is something totally different. I love it. I mean, it's like it's part of the Marvel universe in any way. So I mean, it's really cool. So I mean, I can't wait to play more of it. And I think next week I'm going to be playing. Actually, I have Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I have it. I want to play next week, probably 2-player with my wife. So that'd be kind of cool to have as well.
Nice.
So we're going to do that. You have a Switch too, don't you?
I do.
Are you planning on getting it too? Mario Brothers Wonder?
You know what? It's funny because that's also part of the 60% trade bump at EB. I mean, at GameStop. So I don't know.
Because I know we could do multiplayer on that. So I mean, if you had it, I'd be like, dude, let's hop on. But that's if you had it, though. I mean, it depends.
Yeah, I gotta see. The thing is, I'm a bit more in the dark with that game as opposed to this one in terms of I really don't know what is going, like what the whole deal is with Super Mario. I don't even know what old one. I'm probably gonna need to see some gameplay and all that just to kind of entice me, maybe to see if I'm gonna pick that up or not.
I'll definitely upload some gameplay. I mean, you could play. I think it's 4 players at once. Are you a fan of Super Mario World back on the Super Nintendo?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I was more of a Sega Genesis guy, but I do remember playing. It's funny. I was playing more Mario World when I got the SNES Mini. You know that when Nintendo released that Mini like few years ago.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, I have that. It's boxed up, but I have it. Yeah.
That's the one that I actually it's only during that time that I started playing more of those classic SNES games because, like I said, I grew up more of a Sega Genesis kid.
That's cool. No, that's good because it came out in the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because a lot of reviews say if you love Super Mario World, then this is like bars over it. It's just like it, but but times 100. And me, I was raised off of Super Mario Bros. Dude, I pretty much platinumed it in that moment. There was no platinum trophies back then, but I mean, you could get like
the complete. Yeah.
I got the complete. I remember the last level you played. There's coins, and it says you are a great player when you're running. And I'm like, yes, I am.
Oh,
as a kid, dude, you're like, yeah. And back then, you can't record anything.
We're
talking about what? Early 90s? Yeah,
like
early
93, 90s. 94. Yeah.
Dude, there's no digital cameras. There's no streaming. There's no recording. So there's no way I could record that. Obviously, as a kid. So I would have loved that. But yeah, that's pretty much our show, dude. Hyper. Thank you so much for coming on, dude. I truly appreciate it, man. It's so awesome just coming here and just, just talking about all this, pop culture, comics, superheroes, especially video games, dude, because I love it. So I thank you for coming on the show.
Like I said, I wanted to like it's been a while since we did this kind of gameplay session. And the thing is, I wanted to come on, but I also wanted to play a bit of it myself just to get that firsthand experience before.
Mm-hmm.
So
before I spoil anything.
Yeah, exactly. But it's also I wanted to come on to kind of share my initial thoughts, with someone that also played it.
It's awesome because I remember I think the last time Street Fighter.
Yeah.
That's the last time we were together, and like that was like the first time we had the game at the same time, and we put our actually no, because you played Last of Us also, but there's other games that you haven't played, but you gave your opinion as well as fresh eyes.
Right.
Yeah. So, but this is the time where we're actually almost like at the same spot.
Well, pretty much. I mean, you have a day jump, but I mean, again, we're not that far apart in terms of like our level of where we're at in terms of enjoying this.
Exactly. And so before we head off, remember, guys, use code 10H10 for 10% off purchase at Bird City Comics. Like I said this morning, check it out. Have some cool stuff, comics, figures, you name it. Check it out. And also, please use Team Nerd Herd to save 10% off purchase over at Display Geek. I mean, I need to organize my stuff. I always say that. And I need to get this going. So this is like a hazard, dude. This could fall on me like the Simpsons episode I talked about before. Do like the boxes fall on
Skinner?
Yeah. And they thought he got whacked by the mafia or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I need to get my stuff organized. So yeah. So once again, guys, thank you so much, everybody in the comment section. Thank you so much for being here. I love it. Definitely be back next week for Super Mario World. So check that out. And once again, check out Hyper Combo Comics. Check out his channel. He has Street Fighter. He's gonna have Spider-Man, and he has Mortal Kombat. All the fighting game stuff, dude. Check it out. So and subscribe, comment, all that stuff. So please check them out. So. Any last words, man?
Yeah, listen, definitely, like I said, I'm going to be, after I eat my Uber Eats, I'm going to be playing more of this tonight, and, at some point, I probably will have, I'm probably going to have, a review of the game. I've never done an actual game review on my channel before. I'm probably gonna do it when I finish the campaign for this one. So maybe, you may want to hop on when I have that session.
Oh, let me know, dude. That'd be awesome. I love that, dude. For sure. Yeah, it's better to have both opinions and we just talk about it, and then I know we're both gonna love it, so we'll probably be on the same page.
I don't think the question of me. I think it's just it's always nice to kind of fanboy over something with someone that's also played the same thing, right?
You got it, buddy.
Yeah,
and we'll both platinum it. We're both gonna platinum.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen.
All right, cool. So all right, everybody, take care. Live long, game on, and if you want to do it right, play what you like. Just play video games, all right? Peace out.
Thank you.